Hi everyone, it's Shar. Welcome back to my channel. I have no business starting with a Let's Play, but if you all know me, then you all know that I love ghost movies, I love horror shows, I love anything paranormal. Paranormal mysteries are my favorite books. When I was little, my favorite show was Charmed, and I wanted to be a witch. So is it a surprise to anyone that this new paranormal stuff pack with The Sims 4 is exactly what I wanted? I voted for Happy Haunts when we were doing the votes, and let me just tell you, I'm getting the paranormal stuff pack today, and I'm so excited to play with it. The first thing I'm going to do is build a haunted house, the typical haunted house you would see in any show, like Paranormal Witness, or My Ghost Story, or My Haunted House, or Paranormal 911. Girl, I will list off every paranormal show out there because your girl is an avid fan. So when I knew that this pack was coming out, I knew that I was going to buy it, and I knew that I was going to do a let's play with it. This will be a mini let's play because of course we're only examining about a year of this family's life, maybe 2 years. So we're starting off with our beautiful sim here, Eden. Now Eden, I wanted to make sure had a little bit of different features than what my sims normally look like. I'm speaking way too quickly just because, like I mentioned in previous videos, I don't want all of my sims to look the same, and I want to make sure they have their own unique features. She's still my sim, and you could recognize her style and the way I dressed her as my sim, but I gave her a different body type, I gave her a different facial type, like features. I made sure she wore like a lot of highlight and glow, which I don't do for a lot of my sims. Her hair is still black, I can't help it, I like black hair, but I gave her a different hairstyle. Her hair is not like long and out and flowy, it is very much up and like in a bun. Our girl is classy, sophisticated, she is a mom, and I gave her all these custom traits. I believe she's very sensitive, she's very tender, she's very slow to warm up to people, but she's extremely comforting. Her priorities are her daughters, and you will meet our other two sims in a moment. So this is Eden Aldrich, and she is absolutely stunning. Like I said, she is a single mom of 2 girls, her teenage daughter Paige and her younger daughter Zoe, and she just was living in the city with her 2 daughters. The father is not in the picture at all. I don't know what happened to him. He's not even real technically in this save file. For the story's sake, we'll just say he's not in the picture. I don't know what happened to him. He's just not there. I also just ruined my nails and it just pissed me off. But anyway, so she was living in the city with her daughters. They had a really small 2-bedroom apartment, which means that her teen daughter Paige and her younger daughter Zoe had to share a room, and even Eden's bedroom was really, really tiny. They struggled for money for a while, but Eden saved up a bit and she was able to purchase a house in Forgotten Hollow. There are rumors that the house is haunted because it has a very dark past, but honestly Eden could not pass up on it. It's a very big house, a lot more room than they ever had, within her budget because of its dark history, and came fully furnished because the previous occupants of the house just fled and left everything behind. So I actually created Zoe and Paige using just Eden's genetics. I was originally going to import a sim from the gallery and then put genetics that way, but I feel weird about doing that because technically that means I used someone else's sim as part of the creation of this sim, and I just didn't want to do that. So this is Zoe. Zoe is super sweet. She looks like her mom. So you can see she has a little bit of a darker complexion. Her hair is brown, and she has her own features. Her mouth shape is not the same. Just try to incorporate like that there are different genetics. Why am I struggling to speak in this video? So then we create Paige, and Paige and Zoe will be like the main characters of our storyline because Eden of course will be very busy taking care of her family and trying to find ways to support them. Eden, I believe, works in retail. I haven't set her job yet, but it's very at a low income minimum wage kind of level, because I don't think that Eden completed school, but there's also a lot of reasons. She was a really young mom when she had her daughter, and that took a lot of her time. So I'm playing around with Paige here, and I'm actually super excited because I got to use a skin that I don't normally use on my sims. It's just one that's kind of making her face look like that with the high cheekbones, and I don't normally use that skin because it tends to not look great, but the way I layered it, it actually looked really, really great on Paige, and I loved the way she looked. I gave her a birthmark on her neck because not a lot of my sims have birthmarks and things like that. Some of them have freckles, but I wanted her to have her own unique features, and she's stunning, and I loved her. But you see that I'm examining her here. I changed her eye color, and I gave her like a darker green to incorporate more of her mom. But the reason I do this is because I realized that Paige actually reminded me of Nikita Dragon, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nikita is absolutely beautiful, but I didn't want to play this Let's Play and say like, oh my gosh, Paige is Nikita Dragon, because she's not. Paige is Paige. So I ended up changing her features. I also love this hair on her, and this was a way for me to get around it, but it didn't fit with the ethnic background I had for her, and I didn't think that she would naturally have that hair texture, so I didn't want to do that. So you can see I changed her features back. She still looks like Paige, but I make her a little bit different, and that got inspired because I was watching a paranormal show, a movie about the Kukui. Why did I pronounce that wrong? The Kukui. And that was really, really just like a good movie. I really enjoyed it. But the main character kind of looks like this. Now, I didn't create this character with that character in mind, but I did want Paige to kind of have her own aesthetic. She dyes the end of her hair like this dark silvery gray. And again, you can tell she looks like her mom. She has some of her features, but of course she also looks different. So this is Paige. I want to give her a really casual style. I wasn't sure what her style and her aesthetic would be, but in terms of her style, I also wanted to make sure that she, again, did not look and mimic every other sim that I have. So I wasn't sure what her style would be, but I knew that I wanted her to be casual because I tend to make all of my sims like very much insta baddie in their styles and how they dress, and I wanted Paige to be more laid back in her sense of style. I also just changed her body a little bit. I don't do too much of it. It's that she's so slim and narrow that with her belly poking out as much as it did, it made her look pregnant. So I just moved that in a little bit, but not enough that it was like, oh, I'm changing her body, just to make it more realistic with her proportions. So she still has a little bit of pooch, which is completely normal and pretty much all women. I just made it more realistic to her proportions. And of course, I give all of my sims really great posture because I don't have great posture. So I did that to all of my sims. So this is Paige. She, I believe, is very protective of her sister. She's pretty laid back in terms of how she approaches things. She can be like hot-headed in terms of how protective she is of her family, just because of the kind of things that she heard about her family and her mom and just her backstory. Remember, she grew up, her mom was a teen when she had her, and there was just a lot of struggle in her life. But Paige is absolutely stunning. I changed her eyes to this lighter brown, I think, now, because since I changed her style, I thought it would match more, and I wanted to keep that nod to her father in there. So I'm trying to just find ways to, I guess, accessorize, make Paige a little bit more unique. But this is Paige. This is her style. I forget the traits that I gave her, but I think it is something to do with like being very protective and also being sensitive like her mom as well. And Paige doesn't really have an aspiration right now. She's just focused on being herself and I guess going to school. That's really all she's focused on. And when our Let's Play begins, she is actually about 16 years old. So there we go. She makes friends very easily, but she's very encouraging, and she does enjoy being at home with her family and her sister, although this new home we're going to have to see. So these are our sims for our new Let's Play. It's going to be a mini Let's Play because it's a stuff pack, and I just want to play the stuff pack with you all. That's why I make these videos. I love The Sims, and I just want to enjoy it with you. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is Zoe. Zoe is super smart and very creative. She's also absolutely adorable, and I love this new hair that I got for her. And then this is Paige, and Paige is our teen, and she will probably be part of the main narrative of this story. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and comment and subscribe, and let me know if you have any ideas for the Let's Play. Otherwise, I'm going to see you all in my next video.